See, now I can kind of see what Rolo's saying with the whole clout thing, not in a bad way, but it seems like we've gone so far from what red pill originally was. The red pill space was originally to shame men into self-improving. And now it's shaming women. Well, they kind of always did, but it was more like, what are you going to do about it? Because we know you still like them. Now you have people just super radicalized. But, anyways, kind of sucks when it's coming from her. But think of one. Here's one question. My apologies. Who self improves better, men or women? Who do you think does it throughout the relationship versus after one? And whose definition do we base the measure of improvement on? And let me pull something. For most women, the term improvement always aligns with whatever best serves a female sexual strategy, because from a feminine solipsistic perspective, whatever serve women should necessarily serve men. Let's keep going.
What? Does it not go the other way, though? Like, if you shame a woman, don't you think she would work on herself as well?
She would, yeah. But
No, we come up with fat acceptance campaigns and we roll around in our new we don't have to do shit era. Okay.
I'm talking about men. I think, because I personally will shame men. If my boyfriend does something that I don't like I will tell him. Or if I see someone.
I think, well, let's get our definitions correct here, because
Okay,
let's
do it.
Yeah.
if your boyfriend does something wrong, there's a, like
Like, you're gonna call it out.
I'm gonna call it
Her
out.
definition of shaming is different.
I think, yeah, my definition
Yeah.
of
Enough
shame.
of this. My definition is okay. What is the definition? Can we all get onto that? Such a lazy way, coming from me too, to be like, my definition's different. There's only one. That's not true. There's multiple, but unless it's under Google, it's probably not that. Just say I fucked up. Why is this so difficult?
I think it's judging. What I don't mean shame, but I
Yeah,
mean
like judging.
like judging, and not in a
There we go.
toxic
Madison
way.
farted.
Oh my god.
Madison fucking, yo, Madison fucking
It
farted.
smells so bad. I have to step out for like 1
You
second.
actually farted?
Question, is it okay
No,
to
I
shame
didn't
her now?
fart. Fart.
Madison literally fucking farted.
I think that's so ironic. I hate saying that word. So ironic with what they're talking about right now. We are just so degenerate. Get it together, okay? I'm here too, bitch.
I don't fart. Ask Frankie. I never fart.
Oh my god, I smell it too, Madison. What the fuck? She ate a
It was
burrito.
Brian.
She ate a fucking burrito before the
It
fucking
wasn't
show.
me. It was Brian. I swear.
Okay, hold on. What were we talking about? We were talking about
You're gonna get definitions.
definitions.
Yeah, of shaming.
Yeah. So having a conversation with your boyfriend, like, oh, here's something that's upsetting me, that's not within the realm of shaming.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're right. That's just having a civil conversation.
Yeah. I mean, here, I'll Google just to get the.
Shaming, well, my definition of shaming is that if my brother's getting fat, I will shame him for it. And I will say, you're getting fat, you need to lose weight.
Okay.
That's what I mean by
constructive
shaming.
criticism.
Exactly.
But that's
Yeah.
not shaming to me. Like, I think there's a difference between
What?
communicating what your preferences are versus shaming, which
Wait,
I
so
think
what's
is
the
more
Google
bullying.
definition?
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, let's hear it.
the Google definition
Humiliation.
makes someone feel
love it.
ashamed. That's not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
fucking helpful.
No, that's
Stop.
exactly
That
what you
proves her
should do.
point.
So
would-
bring shame to cause someone to feel ashamed or inadequate by outdoing or surpassing them. Can I get let me find.
I don't know what comes up for him, but a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. Yeah, that's it. What's the difference between that and bullying? Unclear.
Oxford, maybe they got something better for me.
I gotta say, I've been coming across whatever clips, and Brian's got some questions going on. But Brian's fucking doing some shit. Before it was just not in a bad way. but would, in my opinion, they would be very chaotic. It's very hard to control a bunch of hoes. I'm just kidding. Just women in general. So I don't know. But the clips, I mean, they've had clips for a while, but I don't know. Their thumbnails, I'm clicking them. Okay. I don't know if they got a new editor. It's working.
Shaming, cause somebody to feel ashamed. That's like a kind of a circular definition. What does ashamed mean? To be embarrassed or guilty because of one's
like the word
actions,
women.
characteristics, or associations. So to make someone feel embarrassed or guilty for their, okay, all right, okay, that's, yeah.
There's ways
Yeah,
to
so-
bait the point across without making them feel embarrassed or guilty.
Yeah, I wouldn't, I don't, what, but so you think you should shame men for like things that are out of their control, like their penis size?
See, like, let's say it's like
You know what makes him and Myron different? You know, everybody always talks about they have similar shows and blah blah blah. And, okay, I hear you, but it's like you got Top G, Myron, but then you have it from, and when I say Top G, I would say game savvy, plate savvy, running through. You know, maybe I actually don't think I don't think Myron does that, but how the hell would I know? Then you have Brian, and Brian is like an MRA. It hasn't failed me yet. Okay. So when he's in conversations with these people, he's going to be able to point out the contradictions. I know it seems a lot easier than it is, but there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, I should have said this, but Brian seems to get it well. But if I can think of a fucking instance, I need to do more background. Sorry.
my brother, someone I'm
I do watch a lot of content, I will say.
close to, if they're like getting fat or they're doing something that's
No, but let's stick to the penis size
okay,
thing.
the peen size, well,
And no offense, Brian. I know what you're doing, but I feel like whenever we're doing the body positivity, you bring up the penis size. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Okay. I agree with you, but it's equivalent to when women are outraged about body count. It's giving the same. Capiche? Love you. Bye.
Should we shame men for that?
I think she's saying like everyone should feel free to call it out or like.
it should feel free. Well, no, here's the thing is like
pills.
I don't
That, no, that
I mean,
doesn't work.
yeah, it's okay. It's like shaming women who do OF and calling them
That's
low
a-
valued.
That's a choice, though. Doing OF is a choice, whereas your penis size is out of your control as a man. Do you think that
I
you
mean,
can?
If I was on that panel, I actually believe it's all predetermined. Sorry. Prove me otherwise.
it is
change
a
that?
little bit. No, you can't change it, but you can compensate it for other things. So you can compensate your status.
Right, but the
your
question
money.
is, do you think you should shame men for their penis size?
I mean, I don't think it's bad. I think it's okay.
Let's be honest. We shame them for, you find something wrong with a woman. Here's how wild it is. You won't be able to unsee it. You can shame a woman on something, but you know damn well whatever you just shamed her for, you can find 10 more examples of how we shame men with the same thing. I'll give you an example. If we say women today are degenerates, women today are sluts, women today are hoes, well, men are trash. Men either sleep with too many women and don't settle down with them, or they don't get laid at all. Not my problem. Okay. I don't know why they think that we need to cure this male epidemic. Like, we got to take care of that too. We do so much already. You know what I mean? Then, what else? Past shouldn't matter. However, if a man went to jail, it matters. If a man got 2 baby mamas pregnant, I don't know, it matters. Like, there's certain situations it matters, and it's usually when it doesn't benefit the woman. Okay.
I don't really. I've only been with one person, so.
Do you think it would be okay to make fun of a man who was small in the bulge? That would be shaming.
I think it'd be funny.
You'd think it'd be
I
funny.
think it would be funny.
That's rather
Yes.
toxic, don't you think?
No, I think
What
it
benefit?
could be.
But what benefit?
This blew my mind. And I'll tell you why it blew my mind. Like, are women seeing men's dicks before they're in a relationship? Put it below. Maybe I am just confused. But she said something. She's like, you would let a small dick rail you? And it's like, by that point, do we really have a choice? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just projecting.
Would that serve?
Unclear.
Because your whole argument is, well, I think shaming is good because it will motivate people.
Like, could you imagine if women selected off of dicks? Maybe they do. I don't know.
To
Okay,
change.
let me switch that
You cannot
argument.
change. You cannot change.
Let me switch the argument.
the way you were born. Go ahead, switch your argument.
I think shaming them on things they can change is good.
But you literally just said it's okay to
That's
shame.
I know.
So switching
Women will always contradict themselves in order to fit their narrative. You just gotta get it. Thanks.
the
I'm
argument.
switching it right now.
So you're switching your position?
I'm switching my position, yes. I think shaming men on things that they can change is great. I think shaming them on things that they can't is just good to bring yourself a laugh. Not to be rude, but
And make them
That's-
insecure.
and make them insecure.
Ultimately.
Do you think that's a good thing?
I think to an extent. I think
You think it's a
Oh, I hate when women give advice. Don't ever self-deprecate as a man. Now, there's nuances, okay? But I find that if you allow a man to self-deprecate, it's his whole personality. Do you agree? I feel like that's true. But then it's like, oh, he thinks so low of himself. Ew. Not gonna sleep with him. I don't make the rules, I just tell you them.
good thing to make men insecure about
no,
something that's not in
at
their
all.
control?
A man
That's
should
literally
be,
what you just said.
But a man should be like
If men were really that insecure about when women shame them, this is just an idea I had. If men were really insecure about it, why don't they do anything? And I mean that very objectively, because when you look at women, it's like when they're insecure about something, they'll go fix it. And I'm not saying that that's right. Like plastic surgery is probably shouldn't be your default. But why is it that women will actually do something about it in that instance? I know I said women don't really do anything until after the fact, but just saying, like, what if it really bothered men? Isn't it kind of victimish to just constantly bitch about it? I don't know. What do you guys do if you find that you're really embarrassed about something? I don't know.
so he should respect himself enough to not let what I say or what anyone else say to
See,
hurt
women
him.
have this privilege of like being able to talk
Also, for some reason, I can't see my comments unless I go to my actual YouTube channel. So I see all of you, but I can't put them up on the screen yet.
being able
I
to
don't know
talk
why.
shit about men without really any repercussion when it comes to violence.
True.
But for example, if I walked up to a guy who was
That was a great point. Write that down. Right. That was good.
6'5", who was
What I was saying earlier about the MRAs, here's one of those examples. Okay. Anything that has to do with inscription. It's like just when you think women have it easy, here's how easy they actually have it.
300 pounds. I'm 6'1". I'm like 180.
You're gonna get-
I should expect to get fucking hit.
Yeah.
The difference with y'all is you think you can run your mouth to a man, and it's actually true, and not get hit. Because
No, but we could get fired. And the only way to fix it is you'd probably have to fuck the manager.
you have societal protection when it comes to physical violence. Now, I'm not saying that anybody should hit somebody for words that come out of their mouth. However, like, I can't be upset if I walk up to a
So are men going to war? Are men the more violent sex? Or are men lazy and unmotivated? You guys contradict too. Pick a side.
guy who's 6'5" and call him a pussy to his face and expect that there's a zero possibility
this
for him to
shit.
hit me. Now, I'm not saying that there should be physical violence, but you think, like, I'm trying to understand why you think it's funny or okay to make fun of somebody.